brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall podcast. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as D-Will, the coach, and I'm here with my co-host, my big brother, Brian Williams, a.k.a. Coach Chill Will. What up, Chill?
It's good, man. Everybody good?
Yes, sir, man. Another week, man. We back with the full crew in the building, man, ready to give y'all already know, the number one podcast in the state of Alabama for all things high school basketball.
Yes, that is.
Man, listen, B, we are, what's today? The 3rd?
Yeah, July 3rd.
Today's July 3rd, and we hit July. You know what that means.
What does it mean?
Live period is on.
Back. Coaches are back in the building.
Coaches are back in the building for this month, and not only, they are in the building a lot this month. You dig what I'm saying? Like, a whole lot. Like, it's an extended live period. You got this upcoming weekend, July 7th through 10th, all over the country will be live periods, right? And then you got July 20th through the 31st. So, 22nd through the 31st is going to be a live period where coaches can be out. Because, man, I'm going to tell you, that July, that end of July, you know, that's Peach Jam, that's UAA Finals, that's all of those type of tournaments that close out the AAU season, man. And it's going to be some high-level basketball being played, and it's going to be a billion coaches in the gym.
Hey, man, everybody's still looking to try to get rosters and recruiting together for next season, 2023. But a big thing that happens this time of year for a lot of guys who maybe have not signed scholarships and still looking, this is their opportunity too.
Hey, listen, this is for them to wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Wrap it up.
You got guys that will sign deals to go to school in August this month.
Listen, it is guys right now in the class of 2022.
Yes.
That are going to be on the circuit.
Yes.
That will be looking for opportunity.
Yes.
These are the guys that we've been talking to for a long time. Since we've been rocking y'all out on this podcast, we have been telling y'all about this guy.
Yeah.
This guy that has to be patient. This guy that has to come out in this July live period. He has to show up.
This opportunity is going to be in front of him. So
yeah, they're going to be there.
You know, you've been working all summer. Hopefully you used your June and really got in the lab and got some things together. Now it's time to get back on the circuit and make a name for yourself. What was the young guy that played at University of Tennessee this year? Point guard. Played behind.
When is Ziggy or something like
yeah,
that?
He got his deal in July. Last year.
At a AAU event.
Yes, he did great, and Tennessee picked him up.
Listen, Tennessee
picked
signed.
him up. Yeah.
That is a Power 5 Division 1 for a guy who had no looks, no opportunities to play in a July live period and get signed by the University of Tennessee.
That's exactly how it happened.
Come on, man. So my thing is we've been telling y'all that way is possible. Greedy didn't commit to go to We Are United Prep until the end of July.
Yeah, July.
Last year.
July.
End of July last year. So after this moment, he played the live period.
Yeah, he was out on the road with the Atlanta Express.
He was with the Atlanta Express.
Yeah, he was with the Atlanta Express.
And he actually played against Yanders Law.
Right, the team. Yeah, the team
who was the head coach of We Are United Prep.
Right.
So like I say, man, it is opportunity out there for you as you hit that July live period, man. It's just going to be imperative that you go out there and hoop. You've been working, like you said, Chill, they've been working all spring and summer long. Ever since the school season ended in March, they have been working all spring and summer long. This is your time for it to all culminate.
Hey, man, you just got to be good as advertised.
Period.
And that's the thing. When the lights are the brightest, can you put on? Now, in the back gyms, when it's dark and you're doing some things, I get it. Mm-hmm. But the reality of it is, can you perform when the lights are brightest?
Because they're going to be bright right now, man.
Yeah, they are.
Because like you say, one of the big events, I'm going to tell y'all where I'm going to be at. Listen, I'm going to tell you the two events that I really got my eyes on coming up in July.
Okay.
It's two events. It is the Hoop Scene Best of the South, which happens next weekend. It is the 7th through the 10th at the World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia. Listen, this tournament here is big time. Like, I've been in the building covering this tournament, right? And it is 300 teams, 100-plus courts, and it is just basketball everywhere.
The World Congress Center, that's the one with all the lights at the top, right?
Man, that's
yeah.
What they used to right next to the Falcon Stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, listen, it is going to be every coach in the building will be there this weekend. So, and I know it's a lot of tournaments all over the country, but that's one of the major.
Yeah.
I like, for some reason, that is the top independent live tournament that weekend, in my opinion.
But I mean, it's conferences all over the place. You know, you got the WAC, you got the Southland, you got the SEC, you got the Big Ten, you got, so coaches kind of migrate to areas where they're going to be able to recruit some players from those areas, and then you'll find some coaches in some unfamiliar areas trying to get it, guys. But people are going to be on that telephone. Your circle needs to be working hard. They need to be talking. Those relationships that they've been building the last couple of years, making sure they're tapping in with those, making sure those are tight, and make sure your team is just doing what they need to do to make sure you get you an opportunity.
Because here's one thing I'm going to tell you. At these type of events, the one thing you're looking for is exposure.
Yeah.
You're looking for exposure to those college coaches, and you're looking for exposure in publications where those college coaches are going to frequent to see your name, right? So I'm going to give y'all some free game. At a tournament, at a live event like that, I'm going to tell you who your best friend is, the writer. Most of the time at every single court, there's designated writers at those courts. You need to find that person. Find that person, introduce yourself, say who you are, tell them to come watch you play. When they come watch you play, put on. Because they can put your name in an article that can change your whole life.
Or tweet.
Or, bingo, or tweet.
Man,
a simple tweet.
Yeah, tweets like you
and a headshot, a tweet and a headshot.
It's amazing how much room a tweet gets when you tweet a guy, hey, I'm sitting at this court, I've seen this guy, he's long done this, and it just gets legs and run.
Before you know it, that guy, you can go off, right?
Right.
He can hit that tweet. Boom. Before you know, his legs walking down to that court.
Indeed.
Their legs walking down, eyes walking down to that court to see what's going on because that certain person might have put out a tweet on you.
It matters, man.
So listen, you have to, this week, these live periods are about more than your game. It's about your communication skills.
Networking, man.
You better be able to network.
I mean, they got this saying, talk to everybody in the building.
Everybody.
Talk to everybody in the building, man, because you never know who you're talking to.
Who's who, man?
Right.
Listen, it's a guy that we know right now. I'm not even going to put his name out there. It's a guy that we know right now that nobody knows. Like, nobody knows this guy. But he can make one phone call and get you a scholarship today.
Yeah, he's that deal.
He is that deal, and he's like the ghost. He's a Clarence Avant.
Yeah.
He in the background. Y'all don't know who he is.
Yeah.
I ain't finna tell you who he is because I'm going to keep using him.
Yeah.
Right? So my thing is, you never know who can help you with your situation.
Yeah, man. It's amazing. It's amazing how dots are connected because, people are from everywhere. And when you're in this game of basketball, somebody knows somebody that knows somebody.
Period.
So if you just continue to build relationships with people and you're in a situation as a player where someone feels strongly about your opportunity, they'll make that call for you.
Right.
And it could be the simplest person.
Right.
It doesn't have to be the head of the table because I have something to say about the guys at the head of the table.
Yes, sir.
They're scared.
Yes, sir. Say it.
They're scared. They don't really want to make the decision, man, because it's a big decision pool. People have to make decisions, and the guy at the head of the table a lot of times in this game of college basketball, they're scared to make the decision.
And here's the other part. His underlings, the assistants, they're scared.
Yeah, man.
Because they're scared to make a move on the kid if nobody else has made the move on the kid, and then they still got to go sell their kid to their head coach.
That's crazy, man.
But the head coach is scared.
But, man, I'm telling you, like, as we've been going through this thing, and you got to understand, when we talk about the iBall podcast and everything, Alabama high school hoops and basketball period, we are in the middle of it.
They don't understand
Like,
that.
man, I'm talking
about. Do they know that for real, B?
Bro.
Or they think we just sit here and bloviate every week?
Man. We are right here in the middle of it. And I mean to tell you, week in and week out, we find something brand new.
Brand new.
And this past week,
oh my God,
it blew our mind.
It blew our mind.
Like, I mean, to get the information we got, and this was from a head coach at a Division I program.
Yes.
And he said, I had to go ahead and trust my eyes. What do you mean?
You had to go ahead and
you don't trust your eyes?
Every other time? Every other time?
So understand, man.
For all 15 guys that you didn't sign, you didn't trust your eyes?
Right, bro. Right.
But I had to trust my eyes on this one, and I should have made the other move. However, I was I was a little scared, and I couldn't listen.
Because my guys were saying the portal. We need to go to the portal.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You sitting at the head of the table.
Yeah.
And they got to sell to you to sign theirs.
Right.
But now you're afraid. You saying you can't sell this to them. What the hell you care?
Right, man. Right.
So now you're telling me I messed up on that. I'm going to trust my eyes on this one. And I'm good because we think you should make that move.
Indeed.
That move should be made. However.
Indeed.
I don't understand the logic between, and that just lets you know how college coaches lie.
Yeah.
College coaches tell, man, I got to sell him to my head coach.
Right.
And half the time the head coach going to tell you, I got to get my guy to see what I see.
Right.
Right? I got to get him to see what I see because it might be between one player and another player.
Right.
And it's like, hey, head coach might like this guy, but the assistant is like, coach, this is our guy.
I think I understand now why coaches, you know how you have those guys that are on the circuit that are sure things.
Right.
And then when they play their games, you find all the coaches go huddle up at their court.
Right.
I always wondered what was the reason for them to go huddle up at a court where they know they probably will not get a kid. And you know what I think it is? I think they sit in huddles, throw names, and maybe kids on the floor of that game that maybe, and they just want to make sure that they get a cosign from somebody sitting around that table.
Ooh.
I think that's how it's happening. So they're sitting in a circle. Hey, man, I might throw his name out. What do you know about this kid? And they're just trying to get an understanding because everybody's at this game.
Right.
But maybe while we're at this game, I can say, hey, coach.
Did you see so-and-so's game?
Right.
Do you like him?
Right.
What you think about him?
But what's crazy about it is everybody's waiting for somebody else to say,
yep,
he's good.
Right.
Get him.
Right.
Because listen, and the reason they're scared is no one wants to say I was the guy that made the decision if it doesn't work.
And here's the thing about it. And you're so right about that. No one wants the egg on their face.
Nobody
wants the egg on their face to say, boy, y'all were wrong about that.
Yep.
But here's my thing. Y'all wrong every damn year. You know how many guys, listen, we had said Division I coach tell us, I should have signed him over him. But when we talked to you about it, you said that was probably better for you. However, you're going to give this kid a chance. So that's what so my thing is, they're walking contradictions. They're walking contradictions. And the thing about it is, to offer a kid is to say, I think this kid can play for my program. You shouldn't be out there recruiting a kid saying, I like him. However, nobody else likes him, so should I like him?
And that's what they're doing.
Like if you think he helps your program, you need to go get him.
Yeah.
Who cares if somebody else likes him?
But it all makes sense to me in recruiting because, I said, remember the JUCO that hit us about 2 players we had, and I'm like, my man, you're not getting those 2.
Neither one.
But on this roster, you have 6'8" here,
right.
6'4" here,
right.
That will be great for your program. Oh, man, I'm just doing what my coach told me to do and get names. So guys are literally out there on the circuit chasing names in the top 200
right,
instead of looking on courts
to find some guys.
To find some talent.
Right.
So, but I said all that to say this. Young fellas, put on out there, man. July, this is your time, man.
Because like you say, hey, we just gave you an example of a kid who put on in July and got signed with Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know, and now he damn near took Kennedy Chandler position last year.
We just gave you an example of a kid who put on in Hoover, had no love, and left there with an offer.
Right. Right. So it's all relative, fellas.
It's relative.
It's all relative. Go out there and hoop. Put on every single time. Be a good teammate.
Yeah, more than anything, do that.
Be a good teammate because they're looking.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with a college coach this past week, a JUCO coach called me, right? And he was saying how I'm like, coach, so I'm like, well, let me tell you the whole story. So I'm going to tell you. They called me about one kid, right? And I'm like, coach, you're not getting him. Like, y'all know I keep it real. I ain't finna sugarcoat it with you. Like, coach, you're not getting that kid. He already locked in. You might as well move on. What you looking for? Because I can help you. What you looking for? So he tells me what he's looking for. And I'm like, oh, I got that right now. Here you go. Here's another one. Right? And it's like, I don't understand where they come from when you're saying, hey, I want this. I'm telling you, you can't get this. This is what you need. I got what you need. And here's that dreaded thing. I'm trying not to cuss. That dreaded thing I don't like. Well, who else was recruiting him? Where else he coming from? why in the hell do you care? Don't you need that? Ain't this what this is? You better go get it because somebody else is. And like this kid is already at a top JUCO, and you're trying to get him to leave a top JUCO to come to your JUCO. You might want to step on that.
Yeah. It makes no sense, though, because like I say, and really what it does, and we talked about this weekend, it confuses the player.
Right.
Because now the player, man, you got to understand, a lot of these young kids at this level have already I guess, confidence issues.
Okay.
They don't really feel that they're good enough to play at a certain level.
Okay.
They want to play at that level,
Right.
but if they really feel like they're there. So, boom, you get the opportunity or you get the offer that you're looking for from that level.
Right.
And it's almost like, here it is. I'm going to lock in. Let's do it. They want me. But because of the attention that the one Division I decided to give you, 5 more D1s come in and say, hey, you know what? We like you too.
No, stop. We had a conversation with kids. Here's the thing about this, y'all. We don't just talk to coaches.
Right.
We talk to kids.
Yeah.
We talk to parents. We talk to, listen, y'all, we talk to everybody every day.
Everybody.
Just understand that.
Yeah.
So we having a conversation with a kid this weekend who picked up a big offer, right? And I'm like, yo, nephew, that's a good look. Congratulations, right? Congratulations. It ain't too many more looks. It's going to be, he was like, yeah, I understand, but I'm over at so-and-so now. So I hit you. I'm like, B, look at this. And you was like, I think you sent me back a bunch of laughing emojis.
Yeah.
You just sent me a bunch of laughing emojis like, oh, now they like him?
Now you like him.
Now you like him. When 2 weeks ago, he was nowhere on your radar. But now all of a sudden you got him on campus.
Now he's on campus. And all that does is confuse the kid's recruitment.
Right.
Because he needs to be in the area where they love him.
Yes.
Not like him.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
We courting you because you weren't pretty before. You had a little bit of makeover. So-and-so jumped on you, so I'm going to jump on you.
And I feel like that was a great situation for Greedy Williams because he went to a situation where they loved him.
They loved him. Oh,
love him. So
they love him.
So you're going to be able to thrive in that program.
I wish we could show them the clips.
You feel what I'm saying? Oh man.
Oh my God. Hey y'all, he down there.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
but where he killing them?
Yeah, we're working, but this kid needs to just go ahead and make the decision and say, I'm going with the first love.
Hey, listen, I told him, I'm like, yo,
yeah, man.
all of that is fine and dandy. It
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah.
Hey man, go and close that door.
Close it.
Close that door. Let's not leave no doubt. Let's not go out there and get confused because the text came back like, what you think? Nah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say no on the school, and I didn't say no.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's not our decision to make.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, hey, that's a really good look too. I don't think it's as good as the other one, but it's a good look.
Right.
You know, but it's right back to what you said. You're confusing the kid.
Yeah. And you don't really love him.
Right. You don't really love
You
him.
just like him because somebody else liked him. And you don't want him to be at your school or another school that plays your school, and now we didn't get him.
Conference foes.
We didn't go after him.
They're conference foes.
Of course. You know exactly. So it looks bad if this kid's come in and FOTY.
Come on. And we didn't even offer him?
Huh.
So he's right in your backyard and you didn't even offer him?
But see, that's why I said the head coach at that point scolds all of the assistants. But head coach, you didn't make the offer either.
Ooh. And so that's why this head coach said I had to trust my eyes.
Yes.
And go ahead and make that move.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate that.
appreciate
because you're in a position to do that, and that's what your job
and you need to do more of that.
Damn it, recruit.
Do more of that.
Like, recruit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you can always lean on us. We're going to give you that opinion.
I hope y'all starting to realize basketball where iBall podcast is a go-to.
Hey, man, iBall is the go-to.
Is a go-to.
So if y'all don't think iBall TDB is about to be like over the top, because I got a call from Terry Drake this weekend, like, yo, I need 6'6" to 6'8" in the class of 2022. I sent him 3 people.
But we're plugged in, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of opportunity. I can honestly say there's a lot of opportunity right now for young guys who are on our radar to have opportunities.
Right.
There's a lot of opportunity because we've gotten to a point where the relationships that we're building with coaches and writers and handlers and
everybody,
parents and everybody. Right. Listen, it's on a call me, call you basis.
Right. Listen, hey, B hit me. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like, yo, hey man, I hit Coach up this morning. He hit me right back.
Right back.
Like, dude, I ain't even. Don't you know how you send a text and set your phone down?
Right back.
You ain't even get to set your phone down.
Right back.
And it's like, and listen,
This head coach.
and the damn text message is a book.
Yeah.
Like you got to hit view more to read the rest of it.
Right.
So the thing about it is, it happens like, and if y'all know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I had 3 top 25. No, take that back. I had 3 top 10 JUCOs hit me this week.
Okay.
3 top 10 JUCOs hit me this week.
Okay.
Same ones hit you.
Yeah.
Same ones, like, so they crossing all they how you say it, crossing T's, dotting I's?
They are doing that.
They're
working.
And they know, listen.
They're checking cross references.
And they know we brothers.
Right.
And they
Right.
still calling both of us to get the
Right.
scoop.
Right.
It's not like, oh yeah, I talked to your brother and I'm good. Nah, I want to know what you say now.
Right.
Because they know me and you ain't gonna say the same thing all the time.
Exactly.
So that's the thing I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better get on board.
Tap in.
And players, you better show up August 6th.
Because we're out there trying to follow everybody, man. I'm on my IG. I'm on my Twitter, man. I'm trying to follow everybody.
Everybody.
And everybody that hits me in my DM or hits me somewhere in my text message, I'm trying to respond to everybody.
Everybody.
Because I understand how important it is, man, because as we talk about this, bro, we are 10 toes down in this game.
All the way.
So I understand when the phone is ringing and it feels like somebody won't pick up and nobody's listening to you.
Right.
So I don't want to be the guy that's not listening to you. I want to call you back and give you some positive reinforcement to where you feel like, you know what? Let me keep making these calls.
I'm finna have full disclosure.
Yeah, bro.
I had a conversation this week with you, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about somebody, RJ Johnson.
Yeah.
Me and you were having a conversation about RJ, right?
Yeah.
And me and you were in an in-depth conversation about it. I was like, you know what? I'm finna hit him. I said, nah, man, I'm finna hit him. Because this conversation we having, he needs to hear this.
Right.
He needs to hear this. Me and you talking about it without microphones in front of our face,
Right.
It's cool, right? But it's falling on deaf ears. So I had to pick up the phone and hit RJ. Right back.
Right back.
Right back. And me and him had a long text conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to tell you what I loved about it. It wasn't all peaches and cream from my side.
I got you.
I gave him the real of what I see. I'm telling you what I hear. And some people might take that and, get the panties in the wall. RJ was like, no, yes, sir. I'm going harder.
Got you.
He's like, and this was what's tonight? What's today?
The 3rd.
Today's Sunday.
Yeah.
This was yesterday when I talked to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was last night.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah. And he was
That was
telling
that.
me, dang, that was just yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. So he was like, I went dumb at the first game of the tip-off class.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
I want to hear you going hard consistently. So, I had to pick up the phone and call somebody who at the tip-off class. Hey, hey, that's the RJ that you need to see. So I'm saying, and he even got a clip where he straight posterized somebody. He always doing it. He's going to dunk on somebody. If you jump with him, he's going to dunk on you. So my thing was the criticism, the constructive criticism that I gave him, he accepted and said, I'm going to go harder. And my thing is, you better tap in, because the thing about it, we not only are helping kids, but we're helping them mentally on and off the court. We're going to get in the gym and go through it, but we're going to also talk you through this thing to help you understand what it is you're looking at and what it is you need to be looking at.
Because it was a big thing that he told you in that conversation that y'all had that I took from it when you told me about it. He was like, yeah, I have a tendency to go harder in certain events.
Ooh, don't talk to him, B.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So when you heard that information from him, that gave you an opportunity to tell him, like, no, bro.
No.
That's not the way you do that.
Oh.
No, what you do is you go to that level every single time you play.
Regardless.
So now if RJ had in his head, and just because you come from different camps and people are saying different things,
right?
And we see events maybe here or there as different events,
right?
But you can give him an outlook of saying, you know what, RJ, you never know who's in that building. You never know who's evaluating you,
right?
And that is why people say you're Power 5 or top JUCO,
right?
So what you got to do is close the mouth of all the critics and let them see you as, oh, he is this.
He is a pro.
And you were able to do that because he gave you some insight of how he looks at the game.
Exactly. He gave me dialogue.
Right.
Because I asked the question and he answered it.
So for those who are looking at RJ in an event and you kind of see him coasting, he's in coast mode.
He's really in coast mode.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So not only do you see it, he's there.
Right.
So you were able to talk and y'all were able to talk and give him some feedback. You know what? Get out of coast mode, bro.
Get out of coast mode.
Yeah.
Go hard every single play.
Because you're different.
You're different.
Yeah,
you're special.
man. Yeah.
Like when you're special, like I'm going to be honest with you. I keeps it real.
Yeah.
If I didn't think RJ was special, I wouldn't have had that conversation. I'm not saying I wouldn't have hit him up and talked to him. I just wouldn't have had that conversation.
Of course.
I would have been like, hey, do your best.
It's like training, bro. It's like you'll see trainers and trainers take guys through the same thing.
Right.
How can you do that?
How can you do that?
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how can we be in a training session and everybody's going to do the same thing? Nah.
Everybody.
So, listen, groups. You got a 2 o'clock group, 4 o'clock group, 6 o'clock group, and every group does the same thing.
Right. You on the script.
So, that's not how that works, though.
Can't work like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's getting better like that.
Yeah.
And here's my thing, and you just mentioned it, camps.
Yeah.
Everybody got their camp.
Yeah.
And everybody's camp is saying different stuff. Like you might have one camp, like he might go have a game we had 8 and 6. And they might be like, boy, you played a good game, boy. Not, hey man, you went 2 quarters where you just coasted through.
Right.
You took 2 shots in 2 quarters.
Right.
You weren't aggressive. Like they're not, I'm not saying they're not saying that. I'm just saying most camps have people in their corner that is going to make them feel good.
Right.
It's our job at iBall. We're not going to make you feel that good all the time. We're going to stroke your ego, pat you on the back when you do well, but we're also going to tell you when you're not doing. We're going to tell you when you're slacking.
Because we're evaluating you in the state of Alabama, but we're also evaluating you across the nation.
We're against the nation.
Against the nation.
Right.
So because at the end of this thing, when we really get into the thick of this thing, you're talking about signing college scholarships and playing basketball professionally, you're competing against the world now.
Right.
So we have a world view when we're looking at the game.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not in the box of what it looks like in our area. We understand what our area is producing, but we also understand if you want to be able to accomplish this, you got to make sure
You got
that
to
you're
be a certain level, yo.
playing at a certain level.
You got to be a certain level.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. But yeah, man, like I say, this is July. It is going down. I can go and tell you, Drake will be at Best of the South, I think, this weekend.
Man,
I'm about to
listen,
double check.
man. Terry Drake.
Yeah.
Bro, if y'all do not know Terry Drake, man, get to know Terry Drake, bro. He is a worker.
He's a worker.
Bro, we probably found somebody that's in the gym more than us.
Might be, B.
Because he's always in the gym.
Lives in there.
Yeah.
Like we talked today. We were talking today.
Yeah.
And he was like, we need to, you know what I'm saying, sit down and we need to stamp on these rankings. Right. So we finna stamp on these rankings. So we got us a Zoom coming up one day this week. Long. We already said, bro, it's going to take us about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you need to go and block your schedule.
Right.
So we're like, cool, we're going to block that schedule. But dude be working so much.
Yeah.
Like I got to get this article out. Once I get this article out, I'm going to hit you back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And us, me and you, we some, man, y'all don't understand the work's finna be done.
Yeah, I mean, we're in here.
Y'all don't understand
We're
the
in
work.
the process of the work. So
yes,
it's going down, man. It's a great time to be in the state of Alabama, to be involved in the game, man. You got a lot of people here can help you get to the next level. And that's what it's all about. And you got guys who are working for you in this state. Like
working for you.
We are working for the players in the state of Alabama.
Man, we are talking y'all names in rooms you're not
man.
in.
Yeah, man.
We are talking your name in rooms that you are not in.
Yeah.
Understand that. When a coach asks me what I got, I'm about saying your name.
Yeah.
And when he says somebody else, I'm probably going to big up your name, especially if they're not from the state of Alabama.
Exactly. That's happening.
That is happening.
That's happening.
So understand that, man. We are on y'all's side. But the thing about it is, man, this July session, man, 7th through 10th, Atlanta, Best of the South. I suggest you jump up in that, right? And then we will be in Hoover on July 22nd through the 24th for the Marquee Hoops Session 2 live period. All right.
Your man
So
Ty, huh?
Yeah, Ty and I can't remember my man's name.
I shouldn't have made you call.
You shouldn't have made me call names. But yeah, my guy Ty, that's who I'm rocking with on July 22nd through the 24th in Hoover at the Finlay Center. Session 2 of the Marquee Hoops live session. That's what we rocking at, man. And then me and B, man, we might go old school, man. And that 26th through 31st, man, we might slide over to Augusta, South Carolina, and do us a little Peach Jam.
Man, you got to see Peach Jam. And the reason that I like seeing Peach Jam, it's the previews of life coming attraction as far as pros.
Right. All the pros are in there.
They're going to be in
Hey, I'm going to tell you, man, go way back in the day, BC.
Yeah, man.
Y'all don't understand. We've been at this thing for so long.
Yeah, man.
We're going to go way back in the day to it's like 09, 10.
John Wall.
Not even a John Wall.
Which one?
I'm going to tell you. It was, we sitting down and we were watching Boo Williams.
Okay.
And remember, we were sitting courtside, and it was this dude jumping out his shoes.
Pogo stick
In warm-up.
Yeah.
I mean, he was putting his chest on the rim.
Yeah.
Right? We was like, woo. We had just got done watching, I think, Austin Rivers and Brandon Knight.
Okay.
And we were still sitting on the court, and Boo Williams was coming out to play the Fusion.
Okay.
At the time was the challenge.
Okay.
And we saw this dude pogo sticking. Game starts, he never gets off the bench.
Right.
We was like, hey, man, so we asked some people around, like, why he didn't do it. Oh, he's in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
And he was playing 17 years.
Yeah.
And happened to be Justin Anderson that ended up playing all these years and is probably still in the NBA right now.
Right.
That played at the University of Virginia.
Yeah.
It was Justin Anderson in the 9th grade. And he was pogo sticking.
It's the previews of life.
It's
attractions,
a preview of the
Pros.
life. Come on, man.
They're
so,
coming.
you got to go. Listen, if you've never experienced Peach Jam, you got to go.
Man, just drive up and see a day, man.
Yes, just drive up and
You don't
see a
have to
day.
stay the whole day, man.
Nope.
Block out 3 hours.
Exactly.
Now, you got to understand, Augusta's way up there now.
Augusta's up there.
It's up there.
It's up there.
But when you get in the gym, man, it's well worth the ride.
It's well worth the ride, man, because you're going to see a lot. Because, like I say, we've seen a lot of ballers in in Augusta, South Carolina.
Yeah,
for Peach Jam.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. So it's been there, man. So if you can get out, listen. And also, we're looking for correspondence. All right. If you're out at some of these events, man, and you see this basketball, you're watching this basketball, and you want to be a correspondent for iBall, and you want to call and give us updates. Tell us what you see. Give us short analysis. Give us keyword, operative word in this is short. Short analysis of what you see from players from the state of Alabama or from the state of Georgia, mainly Alabama, that you see that you want to give us updates on. Let us know, man, because listen, the iBall with Terry Drake Elite Skills Camp at Spain Park High School, August 6th. Listen, if you from Tennessee, come on, bro. If you from Georgia, come on, bro. Mississippi, come on. South Carolina, come on. Y'all are welcome. This is just not an Alabama camp. Y'all are able to come test your skills against the top talent in the state of Alabama. So pull up.
And you never know what that does for you in your state.
Come on, man.
Man, I'm telling you, man, because this is a worldwide game, man.
Yep.
And you'll find out through sports as you get older and as you move through this. Man, what they say, 6 degrees of separation or something like that,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
And I'm going to tell you, it ain't 6, bro.
No way, boy.
It ain't
Like
6.
as we move around this world and you get it bumping, it's more like 2, bro.
It's more like 2.
Maybe 1.
Maybe 1. You
Yeah.
probably one person removed from the person you need.
You're right.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
it ain't 6 no more.
Yeah.
Not with the evolution of the internet also, because
Yeah.
like half the time, bro, I be talking to people and I be forgetting that I ain't never met you before.
Right.
Like I only know you through social media.
And that's what
I
was
feel
just telling
cool
you.
with you.
Yeah, we've talked. We've never seen each other face to face or shook
Right.
hands.
Right.
But we know each other.
We know each other.
Yeah.
So that's why this 6 degrees has been cut down.
Yeah.
Because I know you even though I don't know you.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all can get out. Like I say, we are looking for correspondence. If you're gonna be out on that circuit, anywhere, man. We're just not talking about these 2 events that we mentioned. If you're anywhere during these live periods, man, if you're at the UAA, if you're at the 3 Stripes events, wherever you are and you want to be a correspondent for iBall, man, hit us up. We actually got a Indeed job application that we finna put out there. All right, it's gonna be on Indeed. You're gonna be able to go apply. So go apply once. We're gonna give you that information as it comes. But understand, we're looking for correspondence all over, man. So make sure you lock in with us if you want to bring some analysis, and of course you get all the credit when we put it out there of the analysis that you bring, man. And we're gonna also post those on our.
Oh, we gonna
social
check
media.
you though.
We gonna listen.
We gonna check you.
Yeah, you better be verified.
Don't listen. And I understand you're gonna big up your guy, but just don't tell me about your guy.
Oh yeah, now yeah.
Don't just tell me about your guy.
You better get
Yeah.
we got stipulations. Like
Yeah.
I'm not finna put. Listen, you know what I'm saying? They got it. You know,
Yeah.
when you send me some, it's gonna have to be 5 kids.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? At minimum 5. If you want to send me
Right.
10, you can send me 10.
Right.
But it's gonna be a minimum 5, so you're just not finna send me one.
Right.
So,
because
man.
I understand everybody has their cheerleaders.
Everybody got a
and
cheerleader.
Listen, some of these guys really deserve to have a cheerleader.
And some of y'all really need it.
But
y'all need more.
We doing this for the culture, bro.
Yes, sir.
We're doing this for the whole culture.
The whole culture, man.
Yeah.
It's not for just one. But people used to think we did it for one.
I mean,
but now they see it.
It's way bigger than that. Because,
it's way bigger than that.
Because he is what he is.
He's gonna do what he do.
Yeah, and we know that.
And we gonna make sure it happens.
Yeah, so we gonna tap in everywhere else, man. Make sure we in this game for longevity.
Exactly, man. But I do, man, since we talking about the July live period, man, this past weekend, the Tip-Off Classic, I think it was in Atlanta. I think it was On the Radar put it on.
Okay.
I ain't sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know it's called the Tip-Off Classic, and it was in Atlanta. A kid jumped back on the circuit B that we hadn't seen all season.
And I'm glad that happened. Save your thought. I'm glad that happened because you had mixed emotions about that.
I did.
Early.
I did.
And we talked about it on previous podcasts.
We have.
We didn't call names, but now you're going to find out the name.
Right.
Because, he jumped back out there and garnered some attention. Yeah.
He garnered the attention to where his name is worthy of being mentioned.
Okay.
Because, man, we kind of got that, what I'm saying? We high side a little bit. We got a little bit of that Kobe Bryant in us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little Jay-Z in me.
Right.
I'm going to big you up, but I ain't finna call your name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do something to make me call your name.
Right.
So, but he sat out the whole first half of the AAU season.
Okay.
Right? And we talked about that in one of our mini viral clips that we posted on a reel. Was talking about it, and everybody was, people hit me up. But that's neither here nor there. This kid jumped back on the circuit this weekend, man, and it was refreshing to see. And that kid is Cam Dooley.
Okay. 2024
from Valley High School. Jumped back on the circuit with Tri-City Elite this weekend.
Okay.
And had one game of 22 and one game of 24. So I got a lot of reviews about how he played and what he looked like, right? And they said he looked like he never missed a step. And they said, I even heard, that he should be expecting a Division I offer after this weekend. Like, he played that well. He is a 6'4", 6'5" wing, can shoot it decently, but is I don't want to call him a junkyard dog because that make it seem like he's not skilled. He's highly skilled. He can play on the wing. He can shoot it fairly well. That jump shot needs to come along, but he's extremely athletic. I did see a clip of him posterizing somebody this weekend. He is always around the basketball. He's a very good rebounder for his position, and also he can guard at a high level. With his length and athleticism on the wing and his ability to guard multiple positions, I heard he can guard 1 through 3 efficiently. Like, he should be able to guard 1 through 3 on the next level efficiently to where he just has gained some Division I offers after this weekend, his first weekend on the circuit all season long.
Yeah, and it's good. But one thing, you just said it and it made me think. If he does not get the offer this weekend, it's going to be one thing. People want to evaluate him one more time. Because if this was his first time out, because I'm sure – people have seen Tri-City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, and I'm sure that, hey, where's this kid been? Oh, he's been out the first part of the year. So they want to make sure that their eyes are telling them the truth. Now, when it comes to visualizing with your eyes in, I understand that because I don't like to make assumptions about players after seeing them one time.
I will, but go ahead.
But I don't like to do that.
You don't.
And I know you will.
Yeah.
I don't like to do that, especially when you're supposed to be a guy.
Right.
I like to try to give the guy the benefit of the doubt, even though I think when you the guy, I should leave the gym anyway saying, yeah, he's that.
I'm saying, and the reason I say I can do it off one time, and you can too, and it's not that I always do this.
Right.
I'm just saying, when I walk in the gym, and I've explained this on this platform before, is I want to see something that steps off the page, whether it's how you move, whether it's how you just move throughout the game. You might not score a lot, but are you affecting the basketball game? Are you always around the ball? Are you assisting? Are you rebounding? Are you high five? It's a lot of things that you can show me outside of putting the ball in the hole that lets me know you're that guy.
And that's what Cam did for you to mention him on the show. But I'm just saying, for him to get the offer. For the O to come his way after being out one weekend, I think coaches may just say, let me see him one more time. But if he consistently shows he's going to rebound the basketball, be around the basketball, guard at a high level, play with energy, and I'm saying this last. If you players are listening, I'm saying this last and score the basketball and do things.
Yep.
That means it's coming because now you have the intangibles that we need at this level to help us win on the college level, because a lot of times guys that go to a school, you're not going to be the primary scorer on that team as a freshman.
Not when you step on campus.
That's a role you're going to work yourself into.
Right.
So if you can come and rebound, guard,
intangible.
be a good teammate, hey, you can play early.
Intangible. Be the intangible guy. You can get ticked.
Yeah.
You can get ticked early.
Yeah.
But like you say, man, I'm with you. To throw an offer at him, even though, like you say, they've seen him before. He just came out of June.
Yeah.
And here's one thing I want to rewind and then come back. Have you seen this many offers come out of the month of June ever? Like, I don't recall June being a month where guys get a lot of offers because it's not a lot of recruiting going on. It's either a quiet period or a dead period throughout June until this year where they opened it up where you can have the live period and have coaches come out and watch them in their school settings.
That's why then.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why. And
that is so beneficial because most of these offers that we're talking about on this show tonight is coming from
June. Yeah.
This isn't live period action.
If you really think about the scope of how they did June in the state of Alabama these past couple of years, it was really just like, hey, man, let me get these basketball heads something because we really trying to drown it out with the football.
Right.
So y'all give us the 1 month. It's not live. It's dead period. So we're really just playing senseless basketball games. But the fact that they added those live periods into the team evaluations now teams can really go play and players can really go play for something. So now you get the chance to see the players who are really on the Nike circuit, the Tennessee circuit, independent circuits that are putting on, that get an opportunity to play in front of a lot of these college coaches over periods of time. They're with their high school teams.
And here's the other part about that. A lot of guys on their AAU teams are like you just said. They don't have the ball in it. They don't have the opportunity because they're probably on a team with a bunch of guys.
Right.
You're probably on a really good team. So these college coaches who saw you in the AAU setting now can come watch you in your team setting where 9 times out of 10, you're the guy on that team.
You're displaying a different skill.
So now they get to see you differently. And I think that's the reason that offer came from the Division I coach to the other guy. Because he saw him all AAU season, then saw him in June, and it's like, I can do that.
Yeah.
I need that on my team.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Cam Dooley is a 2024 kid going into his junior season. It's going to be interesting to see him at Valley this year. And going throughout the rest of this live period with Tri-City, hopefully he can continue.
You know what? But I like this situation because I can vividly remember when we were talking about this situation and we were talking, you like, hey, but his dad said we're gonna do this, and that's a different situation. When Pop step in and say, hey, we're gonna handle it like this instead of this, hey, they know something.
It's a touchy situation.
Hey, they know something. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going on their wave.
Right.
They're going on their wave. But it is good for these guys to be out on this.
Pops
circuit.
Understood. I can't miss a whole summer.
Yeah.
I don't care what he say.
Yeah.
He understood I can't miss a whole summer.
Yeah.
He has to get out.
And
here.
listen, probably was being strategic by dropping now.
Hey, listen, man.
Instead of coming the first part.
Man, listen, man. You know,
let everybody go out there and get to talking and you pop up.
Yeah, pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, man.
It creates a buzz.
It creates buzz.
So
and
he has
listen,
it.
we know what buzz. What?
We're buzz creators.
But
holler at
listen,
us if you want your buzz created.
But buzz is what people are going after.
That's what you need.
Think about the Mikeys and the Hansels. Like Mikey's
Buzz.
not playing anywhere.
No. You ain't seen Mikey all summer.
But hey, let's drop the Kansas thing.
Come on, man. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. He got the offers.
Hey, man. So you got to do something to stay relevant.
Got to do something to stay relevant. And like I say, keep your name in the know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I want to ask you, though, Chill. And this we're going to make this a quick conversation. In your opinion, is AAU basketball supposed to benefit school ball or vice versa or neither? Like, do you expect, as a high school coach, do you expect your guys that go play AAU to go get better and come back better the next year from playing AAU? And do you expect your guys, when you get them in the summer, in the spring and summer for AAU, do you expect them going through their high school season for them to come to you as better players? Or do you think they're not intertwined at all and neither coach should be concerned? They should just be concerned about what's going on. Because here's my thing, and the reason I ask this, and I see the wheels turning, the reason I ask this is because if you're a high school coach, right, and a kid says, hey, coach, I can't make it for my summer workouts because I'm going to run AAU, right? You're going to say, all right, you can go if that's what you want to do, but your ass better come back better. Yeah. Like, don't you feel like that's, or is it, hey, it don't really matter?
It matters, but I don't think it matters.
Okay.
And the reason I say it matters is because players, you want your players to be better.
Of course, you want them to improve.
You want them to improve. And we all think we got the secret sauce to make them improve.
Right.
But there's no science to any of this.
Nah, no exact science.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't think one affects the other. I don't think it matters. I mean,
neither or.
No, I mean, as a high school coach, if my guys are really on the circuit and they're doing their thing, man, I can disconnect from it for real and just kind of let them go do their thing. And when we come back to the table to do what we need to do, you know, you're going to know if guys have been working. And I don't know if that's directly correlated with AAU basketball.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. I dig you.
So I don't think it matters either way.
So let me ask you this. Should a AAU coach be involved with his players' high school program and vice versa?
I think they should do that. I think there should be a dialogue between the AAU programs and the high school coaches because it can get sticky out there, and because of what's going on with recruitment, you'll end up losing some guys.
Right. You'll end up – he goes to play. Okay. We see it all the time.
It happened. We see it.
We've seen it this year where guys are gone.
Dog.
Because they're going to play AAU with another team, and now they're playing with this team, and another high school that this team has a relationship with has come in and be like, oh, that's a nice little piece. I need that. So now that AAU team is working against you.
So you need to make sure that you have an open dialogue with the AAU program and vice versa, because you don't want your guy, you don't want to lose your guys because of the circuit. And
I understand it was a coaching change.
Yeah.
But J.D. Palm, number one player in the state of Alabama for the class of 2025, will no longer be in Alabama next year. He'll be at McKeachin.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He went to AOT.
Yeah.
AOT has gotten him. Now he's at McKeachin.
Yeah.
So they've taken him completely out of the state of Alabama.
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
But bro, we had a situation at our program at Lanier High School
when we were there, and
we had a kid. The AAU program was practicing in our gym. We had a relationship.
Oh, God.
They go to another gym and start practicing.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I get a word from somebody say, hey, man, your big kid might be, and boom, our big kid leaves.
And here's the thing. We sit in the coaches meeting. He's like, oh, yeah, you ain't know about that?
Right.
How the hell were you supposed to know? You ain't tell us.
But we call ourselves having a relationship with that program. And to this day, we still good as we thick.
Yeah, we thick as
But it's people within the program that we're maybe not tied to as much.
Right.
And they're more tied to another situation,
right? And
they push a kid. So like now that part of it, you got to stay connected as a coach. Not so much about what's going on development wise, because man, it's two different worlds, man.
Right, it's two different games.
And as a high school coach, to think you're going to implement what you're trying to do with AAU program, man, it's just unrealistic.
Right.
Because there's so many factors and players come from everywhere, and that AAU coach is going to do what he thinks is good for his program.
Right.
But as a AAU coach, man, just be mindful of the coaches that are working with these guys and building programs, and just don't be out here selling product and taking our kids wherever.
Because like you say, we said this on the college level, but it's the same thing on the high school level. Don't go and over here and confuse the kid by telling him it's this, that, and the third when you know the best situation is where he's at already.
Exactly.
You're just trying the situation might not benefit the kid even more. It might benefit you even more.
Right.
Because you can say, oh, I can do blah, this, that, and the third.
And it's not about us. It's about the players. It's about the kids.
Come on, man.
But it happened. We saw it 2 times.
We saw it way more than 2.
Yeah.
It's all, man. I can go through some kids that are moving around right now. That you're like, just why?
Yeah.
And it's all because of this conversation that we're having right now. Either the high school or the AAU program doesn't have a good grasp or don't have a locked in relationship about the kid.
But you know what, man? Egos, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that happens in this game, especially when you have guys moving around on the high school circuit and guys moving around on the AAU circuit. Because what has happened is, at times, AAU guys may talk to coaches way more than high school coaches do.
Yeah.
So because of that, they want to, you know.
But it's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Though, because these guys have their hands on the kids during peak recruiting times.
Yeah.
Like during the basketball season, when the high school coach has his hands on them, those colleges they got their own problems to worry about. They got their own seasons to deal with. They're in season,
Yeah.
so it's not a lot of dialogue and recruiting like with that high school coach as much as it is when I'm in the summertime. I'm in the off season and I got free time and I'm talking to the guy who actually has his hands on him at that moment.
But players need to make sure, and parents and everybody, make sure you keep all your relationships well, because we've seen way more than that. 1 or 2 years removed, that kid is circling back. Yo, coach, can you? You feel what I'm saying?
Bro.
And listen, man, it happens. And listen, we understand the situation. And as grown-ups in this game, you know, man, we got to make sure that we don't get emotionally tied up in what happened, and make sure we stay trying to do what's good, right for the kid.
Right.
But parents, handlers, everybody understand, as you start to ascend, don't burn bridges.
Don't burn your bridges, man.
Yeah.
Like you ain't as good as you think you are.
Right.
You're gonna circle back.
Man.
We just told you it
it
ain't 6 degrees no more.
Man.
Like, so my thing is, the person that you're dealing with is probably one phone call away from the person you just burnt.
Yes.
And that person could probably pick up the phone like, yo, they just burnt me.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't want that. You don't want the tension, man. Like, do like we do here at iBall. Keep it 1,000.
Just keep it a buck.
Keep it 1,000, man.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, like, you might get mad at what I say. And I had I talked to one of those JUCO coaches that I talked to this week, and I was like, it's a wrap, coach. Because I actually called you, and I was like, yo, so-and-so on the line. He's like, nah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
What we talking about right now?
Yeah.
We ain't trying to confuse this kid with a lot of Listen, man, we got him locked in over there. He going there.
Exactly.
Like everybody else, just when they call you back,
be
like, he locked in.
Right.
He locked in.
Right.
So, and I know the coach kind of felt some type of way, because you gotta understand, this was our introduction conversation.
Right.
And he was on the phone. He jumped on and he gave me I looked at the phone. About 7 minutes in, I ain't said nothing.
Right.
He giving me the whole spiel.
Right.
I was like, coach, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no eligibility left. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got nothing left, coach. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you, he locked in.
Yeah.
Like, he's locked in. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even, I call and ask. Like, I'm going to do the due diligence.
Right.
And I called you and asked you.
Right.
And I hit the kid and called and asked him. Because, you know, that's the due diligence.
Right.
But, yeah, like, don't burn bridges.
No.
Don't burn your bridges, because you never know how it might come back. And like I say, that coach might not have felt the way, because, you know, I'm blunt. I'm very blunt. I tell you straight up. So the thing about it is, he might have felt some type of way, but at the end of the conversation, you know what he said? Coach, I respect that. Thank you.
But and at the end of that, I did send somebody your way.
Oh, I sent you
something. And coach, I'm gonna send some next year. And coach, I'm gonna send some the following year.
Right. I might send 2.
And coach, you know what, man? This kid just came from here, man. This is my guy, and this is what happened in the situation. Boom. Because you can only go to one place.
You can only
go
to one
place. That's what everybody has to understand. Through all the recruitment, through all the everything that happens, the kid still can only go one place.
Right.
So if you miss on that one, that doesn't mean you missed the whole thing.
Nope.
The relationship was built. And listen, this is basketball.
Don't get mad at me.
Players are coming.
Yeah.
They're coming, man.
And we got our hands on all of them.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm going to be honest with you. If I ain't direct, I'm one phone call away from every kid in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Like, real talk. If somebody wants to know about something, I'm one phone call away if I can't get that direct.
Yeah.
And we ain't on here boasting. We just telling y'all.
Man, this is the truth.
Y'all
bro.
better lock the hell in with iBall.
This is the truth.
Y'all better lock the hell in with iBall with Terry Drake basketball.
Because we had a situation where a kid wanted to get on at the prep.
Right.
Threw our name out.
Yep.
And listen, had he just done his due diligence and say, yo, We calling, we saw the situation. Let's get on.
Right.
This is who we are.
Right.
At least when the phone call came from our end, I would have been able to say, yo, I talked to them, blah, blah. But when he said, hey, they said your name, I'm like, bro, I don't even know who this is.
Right.
And listen, I'm not trying to kill an opportunity for any kid. I am here to help. But I am not going to blind cosign no one.
Nobody.
Because my face card has to be good because we got other kids coming down the pipeline.
Listen, B, I'm going to keep it
You
real with
understand
you.
what I'm saying?
Keep it real with you, right? I'm going to keep it real with you.
Yeah.
How many times did I call you over, not last week, but the
Right.
week before that? How many times did I call you and be like, hey, you think so-and-so can play there? And you were like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, because I'm thinking about making a call to see if they like it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know if I really want to do that because my face card attached.
Right.
And he might be borderline that level.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like it will be, hey, coach, if you need something and you got it and you got a spot that you can take,
Right.
this would be a good one for you.
Right,
to pluck.
right.
Right. Now, I'm not finna, if you hit me and say, hey, coach, this is what I need, I was there, but I wasn't super. So my point in saying what I'm saying is, we are going to tell you the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you're our kid or not.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to tell the truth. I'm going to say, hey, man, I don't think you can play there.
Right.
Like, you can go there, and if they take the opportunity on you, and if it don't work out, just remember I said that.
Right.
Like, let's not play the social media game.
Right.
We ain't going out there to say, ooh, look where so-and-so went. We're trying to go get somewhere, get better, and get to where we can get a check.
But don't name drop and not connect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, stop.
You know what I'm saying? Don't name drop.
That's a violation.
Man, because now if the situation doesn't work out, it's almost like you can say, well, man, they didn't, bro, I don't even know you.
I don't even know you.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't say I hated on you. I don't even know you.
But and listen, I am open to meeting guys within this game because I know young players and, hey, man, let's have a conversation.
But we wasn't even familiar with the kid.
That's what I'm saying. And then listen, not only did I not say no, I picked the phone up and made all my calls in the area.
Right. Called to ask about it.
Nobody co-signed.
Nobody did.
So, we can't co-sign.
Can't co-sign,
Yeah.
man. Not put my face on that.
Yeah.
And it's not even no, it ain't like that.
Right. It's not.
It ain't like that.
But I didn't know. And then when you call your people who are connected to the game in that area, they didn't give you the information that you need to go back to your plug
right.
and say, yo, yes, he's good.
Hey, man, listen, all we saying is our line of communication, our connection is wide open.
Yeah, we got to direct with a lot, though.
Listen, but here's the thing. It ain't hard for you to get down with us.
No, it's easy, actually.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, it's real hard to get in touch with some people. Like, I still got people that don't pick up the phone for me.
Yeah, me too.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I know these people and they don't pick up the phone for me.
Right.
Right? Now, they will when they need something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't trying to call y'all ass out, but I will.
But we see
We
it.
see you.
We
Understand.
know how it works.
I see I see where this relationship is.
Right.
But my thing is, we're accessible. Yeah. So I'm telling you, tap in with us, bro.
Tap in, man.
Tap in with us. And the way you tap in with us the best, have your ass at Spain Park High School, August 6th, for the iBall with Terry Drake Elite Skills Camp.
Yes.
Listen, that is the number one way to tap in with iBall.
I'm gonna go out and say it right now. That's gonna be the number one basketball networking thing in the state of Alabama 2022.
Hey, listen, B.
The number one basketball networking event in the state of Alabama 2022.
Down.
If you're involved in the game in any kind of way,
bro,
you need to be in the building.
Bro, listen, I'm biting my tongue. I'm bleeding over here.
Right.
Because I want to tell y'all, man, do y'all know who's going to be in the building?
Right.
Like, listen, we got people in the building that literally can pick up the phone, and while you're standing beside them, change your life.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like, and I know I keep harping on this. We putting together the best staff anybody can have.
Yeah, we're working, man. It's every day.
And listen,
it's every day.
Oh my God.
And we're tapping in with everybody, man. Like,
we tapped in with somebody last week. I hit you. I'm like, yo, what you think about so and so? You was like, yep.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, make the connect.
Yeah.
So B hits, boom, 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 makes the connect. He was like, why y'all don't mess with me more?
Man, that's exactly what he said. When I hit him on the phone, I lock me in. Like, I already got you locked in. I'm trying to understand why you don't lock in with me more. And that's what it's all about, man. You
that's
know
what
what I'm
we're
saying?
doing.
That's what it's all about. And like I say, we're reaching out to everybody. Like, so if you're trainers, if you're writers,
Right.
if you do whatever, yes, we're in competition, but it's love.
Hey, here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. Guess what I got this week, Chill?
What you got?
I got a media credential
Right.
request.
Okay.
So my thing is, publications, all y'all, put in your media requests, pull up,
Man.
pull up.
Get to know these players.
Get to know this is a networking event for you. This is a
Networking, man.
content building event for you.
Yes, man.
Come get the content,
Yes,
man.
man.
We want everybody. Listen, we're trying to pull together the entire state.
The state, man.
We want everybody
The
out of the
state of
state.
Alabama.
We want every AAU program.
Yes.
We want every publication,
Yes.
every writer, every videographer.
Man.
Listen, we are locking in with, and also, guess what else we got? We got guys that wanted to, listen, direct quote, they want to apply to be a coach at the camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all need help? I want to apply to help.
Man, we need that.
We need that.
But
We putting
it gives you an opportunity to tap in with writers, videographers, players,
Yep.
parents, handlers,
Yep.
everything.
Hey, listen, if you got merch,
Right.
we got vendor opportunities for you.
Yes.
You want to set up a table and sell your merch?
Yes.
You want to sell, you might sell guns or backboards or basketball nets. Hit us up. We got vendor opportunities. We can set you up a table. You can sell at the event.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah.
we're giving everybody the opportunity to eat.
Man, this is
Not just the players.
Yeah.
The players, this is all about you for you to
Oh, of
eat.
course.
But we're trying to bring you all the exposure.
Yeah.
We're just not saying, hey, iBall TDB is King King Kong.
Right.
We're trying to say iBall TDB is giving everybody the opportunity to see these kids.
Yeah.
Guess what else we working on right now? And we got to get out of here. We're getting longer than 2, but I don't care. Guess we working on our live stream.
Yeah.
We're trying to stream this for you.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, man, we won't not only have these games seen, but we're going to have the best, hands down, the best post-camp content that any camp has ever seen. Like, I'm going to give you a little bit. Every player will have an individual evaluation from every coach at the camp. Not only will you know what I thought about you, what Chill Will thought about you, what Drake thought about you, and what you thought I was going to tell y'all some of them people. Not yet. Be patient. I'm going to tell y'all who it is. Or you want to know what they thought about you, you're going to have that. And not only are you going to have that, you're going to have that sent to you. That's going to be posted on our social media. We're going to talk about that on the podcast. Guess what else we got? And I know no other camp in America, not just in our area, in America, maybe some of the ones on the West Coast because I've seen a couple, going to have what we got when I say this, Chill. We're going to have live streamed interviews.
Okay.
Interviews with players, interviews with coaches, interviews with AAU coaches, interviews with camp. We're talking to everybody I might grab a parent to see their understanding. Referees. We're talking to everybody at the camp, yo. So, like, this is going to be something that they've never, ever seen before.
That's why they need to be in the building.
You better be in the building at August 6th, Spain Park High School, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Registration starts at 8:30. Be in the building. Registration is live right now. You can go to the iBall Radio Instagram page. You can go to the iBall_TDB Instagram page. Click the link in the bio and register because, like we said, we're only taking 100 players. Do not come in there on the day of the camp because we will sell out saying, hey, I want to pay to get in.
Man, we're just going to have to turn you around.
And I don't want to do that.
Nope.
I want you to get your opportunity.
But we want to be able to give fair evaluations.
And we're giving fair evaluation.
And if you start going over 100 kids with the setup that we got going on, it makes it messy.
It makes it messy.
So we want to get the first 100 to lock in.
Hey, man, go ahead and lock in. Listen, I will tell you this. Registrations are coming in.
Yeah.
They're locking in early. We started this early because we want to give y'all ample time to do it. And we understand we're finna go up against that live July, so a lot of minds are going to be focused on that. So we want to give you, listen, you better lock in. Do not wait till the last minute to get in camp and start hitting our phones like, Coach, I want to get in camp. I was doing that, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I love you, and I want to see you, and I want to evaluate you, but we're only taking 100 kids.
So make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, man. Stay locked in to the information that's being dropped weekly, daily.
Yes.
And, hey, man, tap in.
Tap in. And speaking of that, B, let them know where they can find you on social media.
Well, you can find me on Twitter on ChillWill334. You can catch me on IG. My bad.
Yeah.
So on Twitter, you can catch me at Coach B334.
There it is.
On IG, you can catch me on ChillWill334. You can catch me on my business page, iBall Properties. You can catch me also on my business page on IG, Brian Williams _SR. They got me thrown off, man. Everybody got me thrown off, and just catch me on Facebook on Brian Williams.
Hey, man, Addison in the background, bro.
Killing me right now.
He couldn't
They
even talk,
killing
man.
me.
He couldn't even talk, man. Greedy done walked in the building. Lynn done walked in the building also, man.
Everybody in the building.
Everybody in the building and threw his whole thought process off. The fan walked in and he couldn't even get right.
Yeah.
But y'all already know, man. Y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at iBall Radio. That's Instagram and Twitter at iBall Radio. Also on Instagram and Twitter at _Real Talk Tees. And on Twitter at Coach_iBall. And I'm not done yet. Also, on Instagram and Twitter, iBall_TDB. Hit the link in the bio. Register for the event, August 6th at Spain Park. Also, on Instagram, at Guard Your Man.
Yes.
And I want to tell you this. You better go lock into the iBall Radio YouTube page right now. Go click subscribe. Go click the notification bell. Because like I say, August 6th, we're streaming all this information live on YouTube. It's going to be our first time ever going live on YouTube. Okay. We're going to go live on YouTube. We're going to repost all this stuff. But go ahead and lock in so you can be locked in to get all the information from the camp on that day. Go ahead and listen, man. We killing them on social media right now.
Man, we dropping.
We dropping, man. I know y'all seeing the clips of all the stuff that we're talking about, these players that we're talking about. I got some more to drop. I might drop another one tonight because I got to get my Simon Walker clip out. All right, if y'all hadn't watched the podcast, I got to get my Simon Walker clip out. We're going to drop these clips. We're definitely going to drop this Cam Dooley clip from tonight, man. So make sure y'all stay locked in and tapped in with all our social media across all platforms, man. And other than that, B, man, let's get up out here. Holla at them.
Move with a purpose.
Move with a purpose, man. And y'all already know they call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we're out. Peace.